Hey y'all, I'm Wilson. Welcome to my little shop here. Got a little curved vent hood I'm building. This is going to be video number 3 on this thing. I started this thing yesterday morning. Worked on it yesterday, and then I got up this morning. I was planning on working on this thing earlier today, but I ended up on a job site all day. So now I'm out here trying to get my head wrapped back around this thing and figure out where I'm at, because I need to get it done as soon as possible. But I want to do some videos on it. I've been feeling kind of bad because I tried to doing some videos on a curved vent hood I built probably a couple of years ago now. I started doing them. I started posting the videos, but I ended up on the 3rd video. I dropped my phone and broke it. So I didn't get to finish the videos on that hood. So I'm trying to do this one. I'm trying to do it just piece by piece. A couple little short videos here and there. Like I say, I gotta hurry up and get it done so I don't have a whole lot of time to spend on the video. But anyway, let me quit rambling on, and I'm gonna recap what we did. That's the bottom of it. I got that built yesterday. I showed you how I started off. We start off with the layout. I get the bottom sized, the top sized, figure out what that's going to be. I get my measurements, come up with my curve, and make me a little jig. And I think that is about as far as we got yesterday, as far as the videos go. Anyway, if y'all want to see that, y'all go back and watch the videos. They're only like 5 minutes long. I'm just trying to make these short and sweet and get them knocked on out. I'm gonna stick y'all up on my little camera stand, because today I'm gonna go over how I did the ribs for the cowl. The little curved piece. That's what I call the cowl. I don't know what anybody else calls it. All cabinet makers end up coming up with their own terms for whatever they're doing anyway. Alright, let me kind of clear some stuff out and figure out where I'm at. Alright, we had our jig, and I had cut out this bottom piece, and I think I showed that to you on the video. Alright, then I turned around. I don't think I showed you, but I cut this top piece, and what I did was I just figured out how far I'm coming in from that point to that point. Subtracted that from my bottom. That's how far it goes back, and I did the same thing on the sides. That way it's all sized right. Already had my height. Oh, y'all excuse me here. I've been on a job site all day. I was trying to get to this early this morning, but I ended up on a job site today. Got stuck out there all day, now it's nighttime. I'm trying to wrap my head back around everything that I'm doing. But as far as my ribs go, my ribs going up and down right here. I already had my jig that I made for the curve, so I cut me a piece of plywood to the height in between those 2 pieces of plywood there. Take my jig, I nailed on, or I screwed on a couple little pieces of wood right there. I just take that, put it on there, draw that out, and that's the front of my rib. Now I needed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I needed 7 of those. So what I do, because it don't have to be just perfect. I mean, it's just interior framework, so it don't have to be exactly perfect. What I do, I'll take that, I'll get that one curve, and I'll come back 3-inch increments, because I've got this piece 3 inches wide. So I'll come back 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, draw my curves out, and then I just clamp this to my table here to the jigsaw, and just whack them right on out. They need to be good and smooth. A little wobble. Like I say, I cut them out with a jigsaw. They're not perfect. They got a little wobble, but I'm using 1/4 inch MDF to go over top of this. And once that goes over top, the little imperfections won't translate. If you get a big flat spot, that'll translate into your finished product. But just little imperfections are not that big a deal. So I don't worry about sanding these just perfect. I take that jigsaw, whack them out nice as I can, and I'm good to go. Alright, anyway, that's how I do those, cut those. But then we've got corner ribs to deal with. We've got the corner ribs, and of course we got how do we put it together. As far as putting this together, lay out your top first. Your top is the smallest, so you lay it out and then transfer it to the bottom. What you do, you lay out where your corner rib, I got one in here already, my corner rib right there. Lay out where that's going to go, and my corner rib is 2 pieces of 1/2 inch plywood sandwiched together. So figure out where that's going to go, lay it out. That way when you lay out these, you don't interfere. First one of these I ever built, I didn't lay it out right, and I had to end up coming back and cutting the back side of these a little bit, so I had room for that. So you just need to lay your corners out first, then come in your center and just line them off. I come as close as I can, and it ends up being like that. Corner ribs. As far as making your corner ribs, what I do, let me find my piece here. Sorry, I am a little bit distracted. Like I say, I'm trying to rush getting this thing built. I'm trying to rush getting it built, but I wanted to do some videos on it too. So what I do is I take a piece of plywood. This is what I used right here. I take this, a full piece of plywood, and I set it in here. Of course, I'll show you this way, because what I do is I put a square piece of plywood in. I pull it on out to that point there, line it up on my marks, top and bottom, get that right there, and I screw it in. I screw it in so it's able to be, so I can remove it. Then I find the piece I used. I done put everything everywhere. Probably stuck everything on top of it. Oh, it's right the hell in front of me. I told you I was all confused here trying to get things going. But anyway, this is what I do. I got this piece right here. I've got this angle cut on it so I can get my pencil right there. What I do is I just scribe it off. I'll take my pencil right there and just come straight down. I screw this to the table so it don't move when I'm actually doing this. You can see it's pushing back pretty easy. You got to put a little pressure on it to keep it in the right spot, and you have to keep it pushed toward this to make that curve. But just take your pencil, trace that out, then I just take my jigsaw, cut it out, and on that one, after I cut it out, this one I had a little wampus, but I'm going to use this as a jig. So when I cut it out, I take my belt sander and I just get that edge and smooth it up. And now that I've got that, I got my curve, cut it out, smooth it with the belt sander. I'll take that and I'll take another piece of plywood and I'll do the same thing I did with the other jig that I was telling you about. I didn't screw anything on it. I just set it on top of there, lined it up top and bottom, drew it out, go back. I went back 3 1/4 this time because I'm going to cut a bevel on it. But okay, I went 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, and cut them. I needed 4 because I'm doing 1/2 inch plywood sandwiched together. So I needed 2 for there, 2 for there. Then, once I've got them cut out with that jig, you gotta have a bevel. You can't just have a square edge there. It's gotta have a bevel to follow that line. So I take this, like I said, that's why I was saying this. I was using this for a jig, so I took my belt sander. I don't have an edge sander, but I can take a belt sander and smooth it up on a curve like that pretty nice. So I take that, clamp that board to the table so it's good and secure, and then I took my ribs that I had cut out, put them on here, screwed them down where they followed that, and then I got this little bit from a router, little chamfer bit, whatever you want to call it. It's a little 45-degree bevel bit. I think y'all can see that. Anyway, take that, bevel them. I bevel 2 this way, flip the board over, bevel 2 the other way because I gotta have opposites. Then I take 3/4 staples. I'll put these together the way they go. Take some 3/4 staples, got my little staple gun here, bam, bam, bam. Then you got the whole rib. And it just fits right in there. And if it goes in and it fits, you put it and it just kind of almost falls into place. You know you cut something at least halfway right. But anyway, that's that. That's the ribs. So now I'm fixing to put that last rib together and put it in here. And that's how I do the top. Other than skinning it out with some MDF, 1/4 inch MDF, and I'm going to show you. Let's see, I think I done went over all this. It's getting about time to shut this video off, but I'm going to show you what I've got right here. 1/4 inch MDF is not that easy to bend. It is and it ain't. I'm going to kind of show you up close. That's where I did my layout, and you can see the screw holes where I had that piece. I had to try to split on me, but anyway, that's where I screwed it in. It's not going to hurt anything. That's where the leg is. That's the rib that I actually got in there. And I am just rambling on. It's kind of late at night. I've been working late the last few weeks. Late nights and weekends trying to keep the damn bills paid. Y'all know how it is. But anyway, there's that. Now for the MDF, like I say, that 1/4 inch MDF, it bends, but it don't bend that easy. So what I do, I put some straps on it. I've got these little boards here. Get you where you can see them. It's just a piece of poplar with a dado down it. 1 inch piece of poplar, dadoed in there pretty good. So the straps don't bust the edges when I strap it down. And just strap that curve into it. Now these have been sitting since yesterday, so when I unstrap them, they ought to hold that curve pretty good. What I'll do is I'll curve it more than it needs to be, and then it's easier to just lay it back onto the frame itself. I'll be doing that here shortly. So I'll be doing another video. If I can manage to stay awake, I'll be doing another video before the night's over with. But anyway, that's that. If y'all got any questions, let me know. I'm gonna just do all these videos back to back, then I'm gonna post them all back to back. That way if something happens, I don't want to leave this half done like I did the other damn video. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see y'all on the next one.